The villain who ruled. A 30-foot statue of Kain Mercer stood in every major city, his arms crossed, his ever-present smirk carved into solid stone. The world would remember him this time. They hated him. They feared him. Yet, as time passed, they began to realize something. Their lives were better. The villains rule no more corrupt politicians. Kain executed the worst of them. No more crime-ridden streets. Kain's elite enforcers cleaned them up. No more pointless bureaucracy. Kain's government actually worked. He ruled with an iron fist, but unlike their old leaders, he didn't lie, cheat, or steal. The world feared him. But the world was safer. And then came the whispers. Was he really a villain? The people's awakening. At first, they called him a tyrant. But as crime rates plummeted, as corruption was erased, as the world thrived under his control, they realized they had been lied to. Maybe Kain Mercer was never the villain. Maybe he was just the only one willing to do what needed to be done. And so, one day, in the shadow of his towering statue, they knelt. Not out of fear, but out of respect. Kain Mercer, the villain who kept his word. Kain Mercer was many things. A tyrant, a brute, a man feared by all. But he was also honest. He never made a promise he wouldn't keep. He never told a lie. He never went back on his word. And because of that, he expected the same from others. A broken promise is a death sentence. A politician once swore loyalty to Kain after he overthrew the old government. "I will serve you, my lord." A week later, the man was caught accepting bribes. Kain dragged him in front of the city and asked one simple question. "Did you say you would serve me?" The man trembled. "Yes." "Did you break that promise?" The man collapsed to his knees, begging for mercy. Kain unsheathed his sword. "Then you know what happens next." And just like that, a head rolled. The one thing that earned his respect. Kain didn't care about your status. He didn't care about your past. He didn't even care if you hated him. The only thing that mattered was, do you keep your word? A man who honored his promises? Kain would respect him. A man who went back on his word? Kain would bury him. It was that simple. And over time, the world adapted. Laws became clear, contracts became sacred, a promise actually meant something. The world may have feared Kain Mercer, but under his rule, integrity was no longer a weakness.